Minecraft 1.16 was a huge project for Mojang to undertake, but they absolutely smashed it. But there's already a lot of talk and speculation about what Mojang are doing for the next 1.17 update, and the community is split on this. The big three currently being talked about is a cave overhaul, an end update, and a stronghold update. So I thought it would be interesting, in this video I could potentially show off what a Minecraft 1.17 caving experience would look like. I used a couple of data packs which added in custom terrain and custom caves. The main thing I wanted to show off in this video is the idea of having biome specific caves. This means that if you're standing in a desert biome, the cave underneath it has the resources and blocks typically found in a desert. After actually playing around with these caves and going into different biomes, I fell in love with this idea. The first cave type I wanted to check out was the one inside the flower biome. The caves were made using granite blocks and had lots of flowers and little trees all around it. These little trees not only looked visually cool, but they had the added bonus of giving me wood blocks inside of a cave. I also came across a dungeon that was completely overgrown and had a very cool and eerie effect to it. It didn't help that one of the data packs I added actually made mobs in harder, and I forgot to remove it. I'm only one cave in, and I can just tell that each cave will offer a unique experience every time, and it's hard to get bored. An issue I know a lot of people currently face with the current cave generation. We then wandered into a default cave. This means that the biome itself doesn't really have anything unique about it, so this would be the default cave we could expect to see. It makes use of lanterns and cobblestone walls, although I'm pretty sure that this is probably a little too many lanterns. The cobblestone walls gives it a cool spiky effect and makes it a little bit more interesting and unique. Just looking around, this caving experience is nothing like you could expect to see in vanilla, and that might be a bad thing for some people, but I'm actually enjoying myself a lot. We then come across a mining camp, a randomly generated structure which could have an extreme rarity to it, and obviously an adjustment of what it could give. This is just a working example. It could offer you as a player a cool random event that is very rare but you might find. Swamp biomes could offer us flooded caves, where making boats becomes a must for navigating the cave. There could also be a new mob added that only spawns in these areas, called swamp monsters. Overall, my caving experience in the swamp biome caves was actually pretty enjoyable. I've never had to use a boat to navigate caves, and it was actually pretty fun. We now move on to the jungle biome. Jungle biomes could be overrun, cramped and full of vegetation. It could have a massive spike in creeper spawns, making the areas cramped even more challenging. Lava in these caves could be devastating, as most vegetation in Minecraft is flammable. Imagine being chased by creepers whilst on fire in a cramped area. Overall, even though this is an extreme change, because this is completely different to the normal caving experience, if it was only in the jungle, it makes sense. And you can imagine Mojang adding in new blocks around these caves, like custom relics and things related to jungles. My experience by messing around with these caves is that this one was cool, but a little cramped, and it doesn't really fit the Minecraft style, but I could see them adding it in. The desert biome is a personal favourite of mine because it just has so much potential that is just waiting to be used. Imagine being down in one of these caves and running into hidden treasure, or a mummy, or any kind of custom relic. New dungeons and loot could easily be added around this content, and there could also be a spawn increase for gold. Let me know in the comments what you would like to see if you were caving in a desert biome cave. From hot to cold, next we have the snow biome. The mining experience could be completely different, and there's many different ways Mojang can go with it. It's up to them and the community if they would want to focus on the temperature aspect, giving campfires an actual purpose in the game, or if that would be considered too hard for most people. It all depends on the negative effect of being too cold. Does it kill you, or does it just make mining harder? Either way, just changing how caves spawn around the snow biomes brings a drastic improvement to my caving experience. I personally like the idea of having a requirement of particular armor sets or tools to survive down in these harsh environments, but I know that's not a view everyone shares. Overall, I would rate this caving experience quite high. It was actually pretty interesting, and having ice blocks just everywhere is visually pleasing. Flooded caves are a really cool and fun concept. It just brings a new aspect of navigation in caves. I believe with the ocean update, brought in these little mini flooded caves into the game, but it would be really cool to see if a whole cave system flooded. And the fact that you can fit into 1x block areas would allow for new channels and cave types. I actually had a lot of fun just swimming around the cave to the point where I wasn't even interested in the resources, unless I found diamonds of course. After experiencing all caves, I found that each one offered its own unique and fun experience. And just thinking about the potential each one has gets me very excited for this potential update. Obviously Mojang are very busy and they have big plans for the game. And there's a lot of things in Minecraft that needs attention and updates. So whether or not they take this direction and make a cave update, it's all the same to me. They will probably smash out 1.17 and make a great update regardless. But that's it for today's video guys. If you enjoyed, make sure you subscribe to not miss out on my content. I've got 2 more videos on screen if you want to check those out, and make sure to leave a like if you enjoyed the video. Thanks again, and thanks for watching.